Go, Rick. Can you hear me, evil Rick? Can you hear me, anybody? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Amy? Oh. Good. Means I don't have to deal with mics. This isn't going to be a... Hi, Rick. Thanks for being here. Sorry I forgot to email you. I've had some shit go on. This live's not going to be very long, that's for sure. Just thought I'd pop in and say hi to everybody. I'm still tired from that day. Hey, trees to these 73. Hey, Chad. Hi, Bap. Hi, everybody. I am still tired from that day with those slabs. Those slabs were friggin' heavy, man. Hey, Salt. Hi, Larry. Why aren't I seeing the things come up on my... There we go. Hi, Shia. Hey, Robin. Bruce. Hi, Tim. I'm not feeling the best. Yesterday I did get the chance to go over and put the slabs. Hi, Barry. I did get the chance to put that slab on the chair. And I also, I cut some tables. In this wintertime, I got some blocks of wood. I cut some coffee tables and I put the slabs on the top of the coffee tables yesterday too. So that's all I did. I just went over there and cut up those cut one of those slabs pretty quick, and it was soaking wet, and got it fastened to the tables in the chair. Hey, Ben, Studio on the Lake. I'm gonna watch your Ben's got a YouTube channel there. He has a whale spirit video. I'll watch it tonight, Ben, and I'm gonna try and get to it within the next couple days here. Hey, Just Carve Rob. Amy Jo already did the whale carving, Ben. I don't know if you're still doing the spirit whale, but I don't know if my whale is going to be like a spirit whale. But I'm gonna tackle a whale with a chainsaw when I feel a bit better. Just kind of feel run down a bit. We had a heat wave here too. Just Ben, Studio in the Lake's gonna send Just Carve Rob some email, some basswood. Hey, Big Al, Alan Terry, how you doing? Hey, James. If I didn't say hi, if I missed some people, say hi to you. I'm sorry. Hi, Pam. I still have lots of basswood you sent me, Ben. Actually, I got a chunk. I got the bigger half piece at my carving tent. I should carve a wood spoon on it. That's good. I think Amy already, I gave her your email address. I think she already sent you the picture. Yeah, I can do that. Whatever you want, Ben. I don't, the admins in the group, World of Woodcarvers, are also having a challenge too. So I don't know if they've, released it, the challenge yet. I was carving a guy with wood not even fit to burn. The whale is on my list after Just Carve Rob's carving a wizard. Yeah, I don't really have anything on lists, but I know that I'm going to do a whale, Ben. I'm going to do your challenge. It's probably going to be the biggest whale anybody carves. But I'm going to do something. Just like you say, Ben, it's a useless piece of art. That's what my whale will be. A useless piece of art. Hey, Dwazzy, hey, Larry. On Saturday, okay. Oh, boy. Yeah. Amy's whale. Yes, Amy used the cottonwood bark I sent her to carve the whale. Is the challenge, Jordy, the biggest whale? Nobody's going to carve a bigger whale than I'm going to carve, just carve, Rob. I'll tell you that much right now. We'll be hooked. We'll be hooked. We'll be fooked. I carved one of those signs before for my stepdad. Hi, Fred. SA. Good luck, just carve, Rob. Good luck. You see the logs, size of the logs I got at my tent? Good luck on this one. I'm doing a chainsaw wheel. Does anybody got any, I just got to start feeling better, then I'll do it. I just got no energy. Good luck on that one. You call me out on that, the whale challenge? Anybody else want to call me out on the whale challenge? You're going to lose. For the bigger whale. Hey, you better pull out there. You better pull out your big chainsaws there, just carve, Rob. Does anybody got any questions? Going to the beach? You're going driftwood hunting, Ben. Go make sure you film. I'd like to see what kind of wood that you're probably able to get out there. You probably can find some cottonwood bark, but I'd like to see what kind of wood and stuff like that you have on your beaches. Discard, Rob. I'm coming for you, Rob. I'm coming for you, Ben. I'm coming for all you guys. Hey, Ben, what's the prizes for the whale challenge? I guess I should watch the video first. I'm just going to carve a beautiful soul-sucking, blinding. I'll film. Yeah, cool. No bark. No cottonwood bark down there, Ben. Blinding in spender. I don't know, Ben. Sometimes your words are just kind of I don't get it. I'm a simpleton. Hey, Ian from the UK, how you doing? Hey, Bap, that was a real nice owl that you carved there. You want to send me any more pictures of it? I'll be happy to see the pictures. Carvings. Sorry, Sue. You lost me on that one. All my means are saved, my motive and my object mad. Spelling. ... Does anybody got any questions for me? But I'll watch your video tonight, Ben. Had to mow. Hi, Perry. No questions? I'm free to go. Hey, Bap, did you read what Ben wrote? I know it's pretty late over there in Ireland. Sorry. Northern Belfast, Ireland. I'd like to say hi to Spike and Claire and then everybody else in the UK that's sleeping right now. Yeah, you got to make sure you say it's Northern Belfast, Ireland, because that's the other side of the island. Where's the pie, Rob? The pie is at the store. I left the pie at the store today. Sophie. Jordy, can you tell me why canola oil is spreading everywhere, please? Once and they were everywhere, so liquid. Well, canola oil it's thinner than normal bar oil, but Sophie, if you're running a battery saw, you're best to drain the oil out of your saw every night because those battery saws do leak the oil. Yeah, just Carve Rob's wife says he's too fat to eat pie. And I got to start eating better. Yeah, I just made a ham sandwich. That's probably why I feel tired right now. Gonna make a pie, Ben? What kind of pie you gonna make, Ben? Coconut cream pie? Yeah, so the electric ones, they do leak too. So drain your oil, drain the oil out of the saw every night. Like have a spare bucket around or pour the oil back into the container. I don't know, but just drain it out every night. Hi Sean, Pen on Fire Carvings. I still gotta ship your piece. I still gotta ship Evil Rick stickers, and I got something else I gotta ship here too for yeah, so just drain the oil every night because the even gas saws leak oil. You know, I just suggest to drain the oil every night for your battery and electric saws. Because I think they do leak a bit more oil than the batteries, than the gas saws. Man, I'm friggin' ready to have a nap. It's 4 o'clock here today. I slept in too. What's the best? I like the Still MSA 140, Sean. When you get that saw, you get it in a kit. You get the battery, you get the saw, and you get the charger. You don't have to buy them separate. It's a light saw. It will work for small blocking out. It will work for a lot of things. I think it's a great little saw. I have 2 of them. Thanks for popping in, Shia. Yeah, it's the MSA 140, I believe. Look for a beach combing saw. I think the 140 will do you pretty good for beach combing. Chocolate cream pie. See how my cat just stares at me? Ben's going to make some chocolate cream pie. Does anybody else have questions for me? Like I said, this live's not going to be until it's gone carving. Chris, I think probably a couple weeks. Tim. Hi, Tim, if I didn't say hi. Nate Perry. Hi, H-U-W. U-U-W. What's my favorite pie? Just carved rum? Well, I don't think I need to tell. I think it's coconut cream pie. It's my favorite pie. The coconut cream pie. Nose. Could use a Sean. Could use a joint. Yes, my favorite pie is coconut cream pie. Yeah, Kev does that. He gets fed up with. I think he kind of might get fed up with YouTube people like me, where I keep on saying carve deeper. Hi, Claire. What's that, Claire? You want me to talk quietly? Yes, Chris, they will, yeah. So the MSA 140, I do believe there's a wood trimmer. Just look, just when you go to your steel dealer, ask them if the batteries from the 140s, because there's two different styles of batteries. There's two different styles of battery chainsaws. There's one where you need to buy the saw, like I think it's the 200. You need to buy the saw, the battery, and the charger all separate. But when you buy the 140, you get the saw, you get the battery, and you get the charger. But I'd suggest asking the steel dealer if that charger works, if that battery and charger work for your weed eaters. MSA, or maybe it is a 141 that I have. Or no, I think the 141 is the plug-in saw. Coconut cream pie. Banana cream. Yeah, I love banana cream pie too. Banana cream pie was my favorite when I was a kid. Whenever I used to go stay at my dad's on the weekend in Vancouver, we'd go. My dad didn't cook, so we always went out for breakfast and lunch. But I always get banana cream pie at the restaurant. I don't think that they had coconut cream pie back in the day, Rob. I was in the not a big deal, but I was in the emergency last night to get some tests done, and it took me 7 hours. It took me 7 hours to get finally see a doctor. I knew somebody that at the hospital. I knew them. They grew up in Ladner here too, and I was talking to him. I said, "Man, you remember when this town was so small, and didn't have all this processing to see a doctor for the emergency? You could just come in, you book in, you don't have to, you just book in, and 10 minutes later you see the doctor, and then you're out, or they book you into the hospital." He goes, "Oh yeah." And I says, "You remember when, back in the day when we had the doctors, you could just go to your doctor's office and go see your doctor. You didn't have to make an appointment. Now to make now to see my family doctor, I got to make an appointment. I got to wait 3 weeks to see the doctor. 3 weeks, because my old doctor retired, and it's like in and out. You're only allowed to discuss one thing at a time." I'm okay, thanks. I just had to. My doctor's out of town, so I called my doctor's office. I need to see my doctor. And they told me, they said, "Well, your doctor's out of town." I told them what's wrong, and they said, "No, you should go to the hospital and get checked up." So it was just basically for a checkup. I'm perfectly fine. I have no pain or nothing like that. So just, when you get to a certain age, I'm going to be 50 this year, you got to, yeah, free healthcare. You got to, when you get to a certain age, you need to keep on top of certain things. Aches and pains, Sean. You want to try and come to my carving tent for a day? That's why that last video I wasn't even going to post it. I wasn't even going to make it live. It was like an hour and 20 minutes long, but I'm just showing everybody it's not friggin' easy work. It's hard work, man. And my body's still aching from that day. Bill, my Merlin 2 just died again. I blew up my Merlin right away. They sent it to me, and I didn't even bother emailing them back to say, like, "Can you fix this?" And I'll keep showing it my videos. I said, "This thing's no good. I don't care what anybody says. I don't support that tool at all." I broke mine right away. And I was not being heavy hands with it. That Merlin too. Just got the 400 with flex shaft. Cool. 4,000 with flex shaft. Start carving wood spirits or whatever you want to start carving. Who cares? Just carve and have fun. That's basically what I try to do. But when your body's aching and you're sore, it's hard to have fun. But just sit at your table and carve and have fun. That's what it's about. Jordy question, Ian Leach, newbie to wood carving, bought a Dremel this weekend. What's the best piece of advice for starting out with Dremel carving? The best piece of advice I can give starting out Dremel carving, get yourself some proper bits, either Kutzall or Sabertooth. I'm a Kutzall affiliate, so I suggest Kutzalls, but Sabertooth burs are good too. So you got to get yourself the proper bits for Dremel carving. Like, buck up, pay an extra couple dollars to get the proper bits, because most Dremel bits are, well, they're just Dremel bits. I can't say that they're not very good. So I'd say get yourself some good Kutzall or Sabertooth bits. I got lots of videos in my playlist what to use. Then just get yourself some free wood. That's right, Studio on the Lake. Hey, Ben, free wood's the best wood. When are we going to see your basswood friggin' thing? I've been bugging Ben for years to see his bat. He's got a basswood cave. It's underground in a secret shaft. He won't tell anybody where it is. It's like he once built a war bunker, but now that's where he stores all his basswood. It's a secret location, but I've been bugging him to see the secret. You don't need to show us the entrance to the secret location, Ben. You just got to show us inside the secret location. We need to see the basswood hoarder. What's the best way? So, what's the best way to what? I wish you wood carvings by Zeus. What's the best way to excuse? I got lots of videos in my playlist about noses to get a, I don't know what your point is, but hey, Steve, how you doing, man? Yeah, you've been knocking them out of the ballpark, haven't you? You sore at the end of every day when you do carving, Steve? Because lately I sure have been. Steve that just popped in, we've been friends for a long time. He's a professional chainsaw carver. I love that big wood spirit that you did, Steve, and you left all the little sticks in the head, like the twigs growing out of the log. That looks super cool. Yeah, plain. I think your question was about the nose. You got to carve. My knees and back are screwed. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that last video where I got all those slabs, but they're soaking wet. I was working my butt off earlier in that morning trying to get everything carved, and the slab guy called me. He says, I'm bringing your slabs over. I'm like, oh, that's not like he really helped me too much. Well, he did help me bring them into my tent, but some of them are 6 inches thick. Just carved Rob Lopes pie. It would be better to use smaller bit when cutting. I sell my chainsaw carvings just local. I'm not going to put them on any online site for sale. How are you going to ship that, the bigger carvings? Awesome, Ian. Thanks. Yeah, just if you want to go through my playlist, I cover all the basics. I do have that other channel. I forget what it's called, Beginning Wood Carving and Fusion or something, where I got like all the Kutzall bits right in front of me here. For because I got to make a how-to video showing all the different bits. So I got to make a video for each bit series. So that's going to be on my other channel. So that's going to be like a very, very beginner back to the basics video. Hey, Amy. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, Steve, if you're still there. I bought a thing to stand the logs up, friggin' chain hoist. I used to use them in the steel shop, but once I'm gonna stand up a log, I'll use that little tree there, and hopefully I can stand up the log. Because once the logs are standing up, I don't have a problem moving them. It's just standing them up. Because my back's pretty thrashed from all the years I've done with roofing. IFO, EFO. So yeah, I don't know, man. Even those big logs I got there, Steve, I'm not interested in getting into too big of carvings. Even those big logs, they're not even that big of logs, but I'm like, man, friggin', it's shitty that I flooded my town with the wood spirits. That's what happened. Everybody's got a wood spirit in their yard. So I don't sell them as fast anymore. So I got to start carving other stuff if I want to make a living at carving. That's why I got that started blocking out that little bear. I did the head. It's like Steve says, the bear hides inside the log. Good guy. I don't know. It's hey. Oh, you said hi to Rick. Has anybody got any questions? You got a professional chainsaw carver in the house right now. If you want to ask Steve question, Steve loves answering questions. Just send him an email, stevenkenzora@gmail.com. Yes, I did get my 2511 back. It's in my car. Just carve up. Steven Kenzora loves asking questions. You can just email him at stevenkenzora@gmail.com. Any chainsaw questions, he's knowledgeable. He knows the true answer. He says, get yourself a 170 with a steel cannon bar, a steel MS 170 with a steel cannon bar, and you're good to go. Right, Steve? I've listened to Steve's advice, and all the expensive saws that I've bought, the smaller ones, I just kind of have reverted back to the 170, and if it breaks, I'll just throw it away. Buy another one. Hi, Dave. How you doing? Hi, Derek. Just bought a still bar, chain, and sprocket. And what was that, like $200? Go buy yourself the thanks, Ethel. Appreciate it. Just bought me coffee for the next 3 days. I appreciate it. FO. EFO. UFO, EFO. Steve, yeah, $200 for a sprocket, bar, and chain. For the 170, Steve? Hey, Chris. How you doing? Chris is out there in England. Okay, Ben, thanks for popping in. I'll be on that wheel in the next couple days. Chris, how you doing? That's good. Thanks for popping in, Chris. I don't know what time it is there right now. Chris was the one in the Woodcarvers magazine. Steve, what saws are you running right now? Say if you're at home and you got to do a block out and detail. What saws are you running? I'll probably say the MSA 140, a 170, and what would be your bigger saw? That's my guess. 440 and a 170. Are you still using your because you got the MS 140, MSA 140 too? I like it. I like using it a lot better now since I put that quarter pitch chain on it. My 230 is not oiling. My 230s are not oiling. Okay, Steve, sorry everybody. I hate to focus. All my batteries are dead, like you get no life in them. You've just fried the batteries. They don't come back to life. They don't charge anymore. Steve, I'm going to ask you this question while I got you here, and this might help any other carvers. When I run an 8-inch killed from cold, yeah, because you got harsher winters out there. When I run an 8-inch bar dime tip, I can't run 8-inch bar dime tips on my gas saws because I always melt the tips or they blow out because I cannot get the oil to run through the bar properly. I cannot do it. I just had to get my Echo 2511 rebuilt. Thankfully, I talked to Echo because of Ryan. They covered most of the warranty. I had to pay like $150, but they said I overheated and fried that salt. You know the little Echo 2511 that Ryan always shows. I have a couple, and your buddy Levi has one. I could never get the oiler to work on that saw with the 8-inch bar. So the reason that I blew up that saw is because all the oil would come back and splat all. We're talking about chain oil. Everybody would splat over the engine casing, and then it seals your engine because all the oil's hard on it, and my engine overheated. I can't not fix that problem with that 2511. Made from thin metal, because I tried that plastic one that they give you with the cannon bars. I also tried the tape to tape up your bar like what that Carver King guy suggests. I just cannot get that freaking 2511 to run the freaking bar without spitting back all over the engine casing. Did you get your MSA 140 saw yet, Chris? No, that would last 2 seconds. That would last a second, Sophie. Engine, yes. The back, the bar oil would. Okay, so here's your bar, right? Here's your little 8-inch bar. Here's your saw. The oil would go like this. It wouldn't spit out the end. It would come back down here and cover your engine case, and then it would get hard, and then your saw overheats because it's got no room to breathe. And I blow my saws out every day, even though they're dirty and they don't look clean. I blow all the sawdust and shit out. I don't know. It's a friggin' nightmare is what it is for me. So I'm glad you've popped in, Steve. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've tried the thicker oil. I've tried it. The only saws I use canola oil now on is my battery saws because they don't run as fast. I use thicker oil on. Maybe I'll try like a winterized oil or something. I think winter oil might be thicker, or no, summertime oils. I don't know. Hi there. How you doing? But it's just frustrating. I don't even like those Echo 25. They're such finicky little saws. I love it. It's so light, but it's just so finicky. Like I don't have a problem with the 8-inch dime tip bar on my little MSA 140 battery saw because it doesn't spin as fast and you don't melt the tips. Once you put that little bar on that little gas saw, oh boy. I wonder if your buddy Levi's had a problem. Next time you talk to him, Steve, can you ask him? I've never talked to him really, so. Doing a bear? Yeah, I blocked out a bear head. I don't know. I got stuff I still got to carve. Yeah, I know you don't. I've burnt out the motor. I fried the motor. That's why the motor overheated, because the casing was covered in crusty, hard oil. Thanks for popping in, Steve. Can you ask your buddy Levi if he's had any problems with his little 2511 and the 8-inch bar, if that's what he runs? If you can. I don't want to bug the guy. I might go out there to, because I think he's carving in Hope again. Steve, I might go out there and say hello. Sayonara, be safe, Mr. Jedi, Grand Jedi with the chainsaws. Be safe. Has anybody got any questions? So there's basically an answer for the little 8-inch bars that I get. I didn't get an answer. He gave me a suggestion to use thicker bar oil. But anyways, yeah, I've had that saw for a week, Rob. I got it back, my little 2511, but I haven't even bothered using it. I don't need to use it. I'll just use my other friggin' saw. I'm loving my little 140 with the quarter pitch chain on it. It's just nice and light, and it's easy to move. And Steve Jones. Hey, Jordy, can you throw me words of inspiration, man? There's a massive For fuck's sakes. Hey, Jordy, can you throw me words of inspiration, man? This comes from Steve Jones. There's a mass of creativity locked inside your head. Can't seem to get it going. What magic words can you hit me with to slap me in the face or get back on it? So what Steve Jones is saying, he has when he's lying there, closes his eyes, he has all these fantasies and all these things that he can see in his head, but he doesn't know how to start and he doesn't know how to end doing them. So Steve, just start digging in, man. That's what I do. Trust me. Trust me big time. I go through artist blocks big time. And I'm like, when I go through an artist block, I'll carve friggin' wood spirits. I don't care. I'll just keep carving them. I don't care if I don't sell them. I'll give them away. If I have a round log here, that's just the round log, I'll just start cleaning up the outside of it, because once I start working and my brain gets going, my mind will open up. Because if I just sit there and look at the piece, if I sit there and look at this, nothing will open up. But pretend this is a log where I need to remove the bark. So I start taking the bark off. By the time I stop taking the bark off, something will come to my mind. So don't sit idle. That's what I say. If you're tired and sore and not feeling well, you can sit idle. But if you want to get the creative, I'm speaking for myself, how I get my creative juices going. Don't sit idle, Jordy, and if you're looking at a piece, just start working on the piece and something will come to your mind. Just start digging in. And if you start carving something, I don't know, you just got to do it. That's the bottom line. Just do it. And if it sucks, do it again. If it sucks again, do it again. Times 50. Because it's eventually going to get good. My wood spirits, I still look at other people's wood spirits. I'm like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit wood spirit carver. But look at the amount of people around the world carving wood spirits because of me. Because I don't care. Just the more you do, the better you're going to get. Just do it. You got to dig in. And I don't care. People get pissed off when I say I'm a shitty artist. I am a shitty artist, and I got to work for everything that I have. Everything I got. Hey, James. Everything I have, even this YouTube, I've had to work my butt off for it. You just got to do it. And that's the bottom line. Like, and that's what I tell myself too. I got to freaking do it. Like this whale thing that Ben's having tomorrow. Right now I feel like a bag of shit, but I'm getting up tomorrow and I'm going to do it. You just got to do it, man. The first one, the second one, the 100th one you might suck. But the 101, the 101, 102, they might start getting better. But I'll tell you right now, with the wood spirits that I carved, when I first started carving the wood spirits, I got like 60 paintings of mine. There's one on the back wall there. I got like 60 paintings of mine here. I couldn't sell them. I couldn't even give them away, okay? As soon as I started wood carving and they sucked, people started wanting them, even though they sucked and they were so basic and they didn't even look like wood spirits. I was selling them for 20 bucks, 25 bucks. And I kept on carving them and I kept on carving. I've carved over probably 7,000 wood spirits. I've sold them all. There's still a lady with a store in Ladner. She last month she sold like 7 or 8 of my wood spirits. They're still selling. That's why I tell people, if you just want to carve wood spirits, then just carve wood spirits. You don't have to carve anything else. Don't think you're not a very good artist if you just carve wood spirits. Because you can. I had lots of friends. Is that all you carve is the old man's faces? Even my real dad. Hey, Jordy, about my YouTube videos. Hey, Jordy, like the YouTube videos, I love seeing you carve the old man faces, but do you think you can try carve something else? It's kind of switch it up a bit. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if I want to carve wood spirit videos and edit wood spirit videos. I'm going to do it. And if people don't watch my videos, I don't even care. Because I don't make these videos to get people to recognize me or this guy's an artist or this. I don't do it. I do it because I've made some great friends now, like Just Carve Rob's Studio on the Lake and lots of you friends out there. That's why I do it. You're not going to see me put on nice clothes or act different than I actually am. I'm getting on a little bit of a freaking rage here. I should go probably to a church and start talking, selling people on God. Like this stupid thing. This stupid little raccoon. It's stupid, but I finished it. So my real dad's like, I love that raccoon video. I just love the little raccoon. Do you think you can carve? I'm not insulting my dad. And lots of you might say the same thing because it's not a wood spirit. It's a little, even if it is a raccoon. You think you could do a wolf? I says, yes, Dad, I'll do a wolf and a howling at the moon or something like that. I got the wolf printed out on the computer paper right now, and I got to do it, but I don't give a shit. I don't want to do it, and I'll do it when I'm ready to do it. So anyways, to get back to the basics here for the question, just dig in. That's what you got to do. You just got to dig in. You got to start. And once you start moving the wood with your little Dremel bits, you will something will come to your mind and you'll get it. The reason why I decided I wanted to start wood carving, because when painting, I could never make anything look round with the shading. But when you're carving, it's easy to make things look round, because all you do is just remove the wood. It's simple. There's no trick to it. There's no trick to it. Like shading, painting, you need to add a little bit darker colors, then a little bit lighter here to make it look round. But carving, all you do is just remove the wood. It's not rocket science if you look at it that way. It's not rocket science. And a big part, again, is you got to get the right bits. Hey, James. How you doing there, bro? Does anybody else have any? How's that back cut doing? Oh, Chris, actually, I was thinking of you. That, see, Larry, that back cut on that willow planter box, it did crack, but I gave it to the fellow. He came over, he bought the gnome, the painted gnome that I did. That's good, James. James is out there in Australia. The fellow that bought the gnome, the painted gnome that I did, and he bought something else. What did he buy? Oh, an owl thing. And he's buying the owl that I just carved on my last video I showed in the wood spirit. Well, I gave that planter to him for his daughters so they can put a nice plant in there each. So I gave it away, but it did open up. Chris, there's your question. So Steve, did that help you with your question about how to open up your mind? You just got to dig into it. Yeah, that I even just did that on a wood spirit log. I cut down what I did, Chris. I cut down the back into the. I don't know if I cut into the heart of the wood, but I didn't cut all the way to the top. Okay, so here's your log. I didn't cut all the way to the top of the log. I started here. And then I cut the slit down the back, right? So the top of the log will look like when it opens up, when it shrinks, it will look like a natural crack instead of a chainsaw cut. I missed a question. Yeah, oh yeah, you will wear the Kutzall burs out. The harder wood... Yeah, Jim, the harder wood that you carve, the more Kutzall burs you'll burn out. So, but I burn out Kutzall. James, right, they do last a long time, but I burn them out pretty quick because I'm just a silly guy that just, his hands like friggin' bricks, and I just got no patience. Very hard to get here. Thanks. Very hard to get here. Hard to get where? This live video? Yeah, so I gotta... And Spain. Oh, good. Welcome. Just look, Steve, I'm the same way. What am I gonna... I gotta motivate myself. I gotta get up early tomorrow to go carving. I don't want to carve in the heat. We got a little heat wave here, but I gotta get up early tomorrow and I gotta go carve something. I don't know what I want to carve. I know I got those 3 coffee tables. I gotta put some sea toll on it, but I gotta carve something too. So there's my buddy messaging me. So I will be at the tent. Should I film tomorrow? Should I film Jordy Does? Should I film a Jordy Does? Because I don't have any other videos backed up right now. I got nothing. I can show you guys the sea tall. Putting sea tall on the coffee tables. I love you, Claire. And good job in the admin groups. Okay. There you go. Just Carve Rob told me, he goes, don't make those longer videos anymore. They bore the shit out of me. And I hate the ads in those. Just Carve Rob hates the ads in those longer videos. He's like, don't make those Jordy Does videos anymore. I don't think they're good for people learning. I think you're giving people the wrong ideas to do that. The Jordy Does video. So Just Carve Rob says, don't make them. I'm just kidding. Just Carve Rob tells me, Jordy, I said, actually I messaged him the other day. I said, Just Carve Rob, do you think the Jordy Does videos are kind of like too long and ridiculous? He goes, no, Jordy film, always Jordy film. So that's Just Carve Rob motivates me. So I'll do another. They're easier for me to make. Instead of sitting there, okay, well, you need to do this cut. Then you need to do that cut. Then you need to do this cut. Then you need to do that. Then you need to redraw your center line on. Then you need to get this burr. Then you need to do this cut here. Then you need to round it off. Then you need to do this. Then you need to do that. Then you need to do this. And then you need to get your sounder and sound it with a diamond burr. And then you guys get my point. You get my point. Actually, that's funny that you say that. Hi, Ray. Wood spirit mask. I was thinking about that the other day. I do need to carve a wood spirit mask. Linda Brown. Hi, Linda. Yes, actually, I got a big cherry wood log at my tent. Hi, Dorothy. I do have a big cherry wood log I found on the beach and my tent. Where you going, Just Carve, Rob? Your wife back out of Walmart? I think anything's easy to carve as long as you have sharp bits or sharp tools. But I believe cherry wood is a hardwood. Cherry wood's a hardwood, so Chris H. Okay, cherry cracks bad. That's why I haven't carved that log that I got from the beach. And I'm not even sure it's cherry wood or what it is, but that's why I haven't carved it. But that log is friggin' heavy. Who thinks I should start carving the whale bed studio on the lake tomorrow? Who thinks I should start carving the whale? Do you guys want to know what kind of whale I'm going to carve? It's kind of like something that Ryan Cook did, but it's not going to be. I didn't get the idea from Ryan. I got the idea from. I've seen it done before. Where's the pen here? Stand by. It's pretty simple, but it might not be that simple as simple as I say it might be. No, it's going to be a killer whale. It's got to be a killer whale. So this will be the ground. It's just going to be like this. You guys are going to think it's so stupid, but that's it. It's going to be like a breaching whale kind of. Hi, Glenn. So this line will be the ground, and then I'll make it look like there's a whale. I don't know if for somebody to put on their front yard or something, but who's going to want to mow their lawn around that? But I think it would be neat. It's been done before lots. I could make a tail coming out of the ground too, like a separate piece. But I think that's it. Just kind of get the nice shape of a whale, you know, when they come up and then they're going down and you just got its top fin there. But that's a lot of work. It is. And it's not as simple as it looks like the drawing here. It's not that simple. It's not as simple as that. Because it's got to have movement in it. It's got to have movement in it. So, I don't know. I'll think of what I'm going to carve tomorrow, but I will film another Jordy Does. So, does anybody else have any questions here? Oh, also, I got to carve a owl for my buddy Larry Debs. Larry was here earlier with Wowsy's workshop. I got to carve an owl on books. Camanella. Bug holes are killing you. Find the wood that doesn't have bug holes. When I first started carving wood spirits and cottonwood bark, all the cottonwood bark I had was full of bug holes. I just carved through the bug holes. I made them work into the piece. You know, I'd be sitting there carving because the cottonwood bark does get bug holes in it. I'd be carving it and then splat. I'd hit a worm inside the bug hole, get a little splat on your face. Oh yeah. Just got to find bug. You got the simple solution for bug holes is find wood that doesn't have bug holes. Inspect your wood before you start carving it. Thanks, John. Thanks for popping in. Thanks, James. Yeah, my buddy that I gave that lighthouse to, he loved it too, James. It was a pretty special gift. Thought on carving spruce. I blink. Spruce is good. I can carve it, but I got better wood to carve. But spruce is good wood to learn on, for sure. You just got to try and find some free woods that doesn't have the bug holes in it. You know, another thing too, pretend this lighter is a log or a branch, right? So, and it's a lot bigger. So you look at the log, you got all the bark off of it. And say if you see a bug hole on this piece of wood that's way bigger, say if you see a bug hole right here, that bug inside the wood might have dug that hole all the way up inside here. So just because you see the bug hole right here doesn't mean that the bug hole is way deep inside the wood and over here. Does that make sense to you too? So, but always inspect the, Chris, what are you doing, man? You've already done far more than enough. Far more than enough. But thank you so much, Chris. You shouldn't have done that because I know you're saving up for the MSA 140. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, man. You've been a real big part of this community, and I like hearing from you in the emails. He's the one that was in the wood carvers. He was Chris. Chris was one that was in this magazine. Yeah. And he gave me a shout out in it. Right here on the first thing. There's his bird. There's Chris's birdhouse. I wonder what I would have to do to try and get into this magazine. Hey, wonder what I don't tell you the truth. I don't think I'm a good enough wood carver to get inside this magazine, but you just never know. You just never know. This is the biggest wood carving magazine in the world. You just never know. The more that you carve, the better you're going to get. So maybe there's a chance of me being in this magazine one day, but I don't think, hey, Chris, I don't think they would want some fat guy with a hole in his head that smokes cigarettes, drinks so much coffee, that swears. I don't think they'd want that guy in this magazine. EFO, thank you so much. That's the second one that you've done. Enough. Thank you. Keep your money yourself. Buy yourself some new burs. Hey, Chris, you never know. Maybe just good old Heavy Hounds might be in that magazine one day. I'm not pushing the good of California woods. You're not pushing the good of California woods. I don't understand what you mean by that. Sean, me too, Sean. Me too, but you know what? The harder that you work, the better you're going to get. Sean. Does anybody have any questions before I go? Did I miss a question, Eagle Rick? Think I'll try it out. What did maybe Carl had a question that I missed? I don't know, everybody. I just think that if you're, I just think the more carvings you do, the better you're going to get. If you're not a very good artist, and if you don't start, how are you going to know? How are you going to learn? No bugs. Yeah, well, there's no. I haven't really found that much bugs in driftwood because the water drowns them. But the driftwood lying on the beach, bugs can crawl up into it when it's on the beach. Thanks for popping in, Tarek. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to get out of here too. Evo, Chris, thanks for the super chats. I appreciate it. And I'm going to try and get some good rest tonight. Fall asleep at a decent time, get up early, and carve. I don't know if I'm going to carve a whale, but no problem, Carl. I hope it helps you. I don't know if I'm going to carve a whale, but I'll do something. I don't even know what I'll do yet. Maybe I'll start carving another owl. Would it be too boring for you guys to watch me carve another owl? Because you got to remember, when I'm carving owls, I'm still practicing new things myself. So maybe there's some tips and tricks that you guys can learn too. Anyways, that's enough for this one. Thanks everybody for all the support. And have a good day, or have a good sleep, have a good night, whatever it is. And we'll see you on the next. You'll be watching me on the next Jordy Does video. What's today? Thursday. So tomorrow's Friday. So I'll get it out for this weekend. I'll do it tomorrow anyways. Confusion. Don't shit your pants.